All right, well, I broke this phone already. I need to order that other one, but I still haven't ordered it. But so I got this combine on here. I was busting ass trying to get it on here, and I ended up calling a guy about a turbo for the FedEx truck because the turbo I got on there, it makes some whooshy whooshy noises, and when you're into the torque hard, and I don't like it. It does not sound very natural. So it could be the downpipe is kind of choked where I fixed it. I think I put a video out where I fixed that, but because it was rusted. But I don't know. But I have an HX40, which is a common upgrade for these. Right here it is. But this one ruined when I had this engine in the FedEx truck. I don't know how much I told you all what happened, but so this one had bad. I'm 99% sure it has, like, I don't even know if it has rings anymore. It's so bad, like it's really bad. If you remember the video where I've made the blow by, the whatever you call it, the filter for the blow by, I was trying to band-aid a serious problem that needed like surgery is what I was doing. And as soon as I got that on there, I went out the driveway here, got down by the stop sign, didn't realize it. The oil filter O-ring popped. It was, I assume it was so full of soot that, because that thing was just, it was bad. It was so bad. Anyways, I got down the road here, and there's a streak still this day, 2-3 months later, all the way out like half mile, probably at least half mile, and of oil, and it ruined the turbo. So I'm getting a new insert for this one with a bigger wheel, you know, some upgraded stuff. This is actually, I had this turbo built. I went to a turbo shop and told them I wanted basically the biggest HX40 they could build, which is the HX40W. It's a 6-blade turbine wheel, whatever the heck. It's supposed to be the best that they produced or whatever. But this guy's got a billet wheel and different, you know, different turbine wheel, I think, too. So anyways, this guy talked to me for like an hour, and I kept like, yep, alrighty then, yep, just send me a bill. And he's just on and on and on. But you know, whatever, I like to talk too. But I was on the phone with him for an hour, so that set me behind. I left thinking that the scrapyard closed at 4:15 to scale, and actually they closed at 3, with an allowance of maybe 15 minutes according to how they feel that day. So anyways, I just turned around, went to the store instead of coming straight home, and ran out of diesel because I still haven't got a fuel gauge set up yet. I've got to do that. I got to build a gauge cluster for that because I don't have a speedometer. But that combine had a cable, a speed cable, that I think might work. So, because my dilemma has been the piece on the back of the transmission that, I don't know what you call it, that you put your either your sensor or your turny doohickey thing in. That one has a turny doohickey, and I don't know that I can put a sensor in there. If I can put a sensor in there, I have a sensor. But I have both style of gauges of speedometers, either the turny kind or the wire kind, whatever. I can't think of words today. So I got a cable out of that combine. That's been my dilemma, is I don't have a long enough cable. So, but anyways, a video or two ago, I was taking some stuff off the trailer. Said I was going to Minnesota. It's actually Wisconsin. It's just really freaking far. But we went and we got this. This is one of the things we got. This old Snap-on truck. And then we got. You can see on the trailer there. There's an old punch press, an old mill, and a 855 small block Cummins with a 13-speed transmission behind it. That one's a straight drive. It doesn't have an overdrive. So we're gonna scrap this out. So basically this whole body is aluminum. So we have to take the engine out, or we don't take the engine out. We might, because this is a small block Chevrolet, I think, and that might be worth some money. But we'll basically just rip the whole cab off of it, take the radiator out of it, and then it has air somewhere. It's got air horns. And of course, you know, in this era, they were selling a lot of pneumatic tools, so they probably needed the air horn for that. So, or excuse me, the air for that. So I'm going to find however they've got the air set up. I'm going to keep this. I think this is a battery isolator so that your batteries don't bleed into each other. I actually have another one that I took off of that school bus that's set here, that blue and white one. Or white and blue, whatever. But I don't know if the air pump would be electric. That would be pretty cool. It's got this air condition. I don't know if that thing works, but that would be pretty cool if it works, because I would go put that in the FedEx truck, because it is hot in the FedEx truck. So, but you can see how they had all their tools up there, you know, for the you know, the Snap-on stuff. So, you know, it's got this display rack. That's actually a pretty cool thing. It'd be pretty nice to find some Snap-on tools in here. I highly doubt that I'm going to, though. But, you know, all these drawers in here. But all this has to come out, go in the burn pile or somewhere. And then we've got to scrap it out. So that's what we're going to do.